Well, hello everyone. I'm still having some sinus stuff. I got a bunch of vaccinations at the VA, and stuff like that. So I'm building antibodies and antivirus stuff. Body is beat down, but it's rebuilding, feeling better every day. I would like to explain my conduct in the live stream Valhalla VFT had last night. Nate, he said some things to some people, and he's been critical. He does this a lot. I feel like he contradicts himself all the time. And I know some of this stuff is for training, right? Like everyone's trying to share information, learn how to communicate, and um, practice certain things, right? Like tactics, stuff like that. But anyways, Nate said some things, and he calls out people sometimes, and Nate claims to be able to tell, based off of a picture, that someone is a pedophile, based off of a picture. And he then criticizes the MAGA and all this stuff, which I also don't agree. Like blanketing an entire community of people just because of one or two different people end up on a list or something. Like it's like saying because you were in the military you are part of, or the person, or you are also the people that did all these atrocious things to civilians at war or during war, the people that hurt innocent civilians in the name of war in other countries, right? It means because you wore that uniform, or because you're a Green Beret and another Green Beret did this, then that would in fact also make you that thing you're criticizing, right? I mean, that's what I feel like, like it's like just because you associated with someone or talk to someone, it doesn't mean you are in fact that person, right? Or that you didn't, doesn't mean you did those things. So Nate goes on to criticize this one guy, and then calls him all these names. He calls him a pedophile, a chomo, and a mega chomo, and Nate says he can just tell based off of his picture that he's whatever. And he then goes to coach this guy and tell him to change his picture, because nobody wants to know about that. Nobody wants to know that you're a chomo or a pedophile or a MAGA chomo, like, so why are you trying to hide this guy that you're blasting, right? You're like drawing him out, and then you're telling him to conceal himself. Now, how the fuck are we supposed to track these guys if you're telling them to change their profile pictures and conceal themselves better? You know what I mean? You are in fact enabling pedophiles, you stupid fuck. That's the rhetoric you're teaching, you know what I mean? Nothing but love for a lot of the community and stuff like that. Like I enjoy the YouTube community, for the most part. There are some questionable things in there, but the Valhalla VFT show itself is sometimes very entertaining and good, but it can be very negative and very contradicting and it's like an echo chamber of hatred sometimes. And that's when I get like, you know what, I need to like express the frustration, you know what I mean? Anyways, this is my 2 cents. And that's why I said some of the things I said in the chat, like I don't think Nate is actually a pedo, but he contradicts himself all the time when he calls a pedo out and then tells the pedo to do better and conceal himself better, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't know what the fuck.
So yes, I understand why Benny Johnson is so disgusted by this. Okay. And what? Here's look at this. Okay. All right. Sorry. We always have one. All right, let's look at this guy's profile picture plus the comment. Okay. First of all, you're a pedophile. I can tell just by looking at you. You're the most pedophile looking motherfucker on the planet. Just by the way you look. Okay. And now, of course, you say MAGA all day long. Yeah. I'm sure you believe that. You are the most chomo looking dude I've ever seen in my entire fucking life in your profile picture. This is what pretty much every chomo you're ever going to see looks like. This is the guy that wishes he could have got to Epstein's Island, but he's just a broke piece of shit that probably works at fucking Chevron. He's probably trying to jork it to kitty porn when he gets home. Okay. But you got to chill, dude. We know you're MAGA, dude. You could have said nothing in your comment and I would have been like, oh, that dude's a fucking MAGA chomo. That's it. No comment would have done it, dude. So change your profile picture. Okay. If you're going to be MAGA, you can't also be the most chomo looking fucking person on the planet, right? It's just not a good look, dude. Just stop. Change your profile picture, make it your dog. Okay. Then make some MAGA comments. Okay. But you can't have that profile picture and then talk about how great MAGA is. Cause we're all just going to immediately be like, oh, yep, there's the chomo. Yep. The chomo showed up. Thanks, MAGA chomo. Thanks, buddy. Gotcha. Okay. Let's not do that. All right. You're fucking embarrassing. Change your profile picture. You obviously are a pedophile. We're moving on. Now, again, and of course he's there defending Benny Johnson as well. Just you can't make this up, dude. You can't fucking make this up. He shows up. I don't like you making fun of Benny Johnson being gay. Well, in the closet gay. All right. I'm a tough MAGA boy. All right. And if there's anything I hate more than people making fun of Benny Johnson, if there's anything I hate more than people making fun of Benny Johnson, it's when people don't let me molest kids. It's like, yeah, bro, just chill out. Okay. We know you're MAGA. We got it. You're a pedophile. Let's move on. Okay, let's all move on. Let's all move on from the MAGA pedophiles, okay? We got it, tracking. You don't need to brag about it on the internet. You don't need to tell me, okay? I know you came here to try to let everybody know that you're a chomo. We don't want to know. We don't want to know. We didn't want to know, even though you told us, okay? But now everybody knows. Let's keep moving. Okay.